Yo, 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 what is up, my peeps? TBC Kop here. We are back with another awesome video for you, my good friends. I recently started playing around on the Burning Crusade Classic Beta, and one of the things I was most looking forward to is not something that most people would be looking forward to. It was a particular quest line. And the reason that I was looking forward to it as a lore junkie is this particular quest line changes partway through the Burning Crusade. And I really wanted to see which version Blizzard uses, or if they change it when they do content rollouts. So what I decided to do was to share it all with you. I'm going to make a series of videos as I level Paladins up through TBC and do the Paladin class quests for Blood Elf. And to my knowledge, because I never quite made it to max level in TBC, the only one that actually changes is the first one. The first set of class quests. The ones that give you your resurrection spell. But we're gonna do them all. In for a penny, in for a pound. We're going to do this first one on the beta because, heck, the beta's out now and I'm up, I'm awake at 1 in the morning. Might as well do it now. We'll read it all out and we'll do the voices and everything. And I'll make cuts in between so you only get the best stuff. So let's get started, shall we?
Anu Belore Delana.
A new Belore Delana to you as well, Noah Lynn. Astrid Perth, you have excelled in your early training and distinguished yourself among those who will become Blood Knights. You are ready to undertake the next phase of your training, and to that end, Knight Lord Blood Valor himself has asked to speak with you. I have no doubt that Knight Lord Blood Valor wishes to set a trial for you to test your abilities and training. You'll find him in the Blood Knight headquarters in Silvermoon City's Farstriders Square. I wish you well, Astrid Perth.
The reckoning is at hand.
Alright, so let's cut to Silvermoon City. This looks like a bad sign, boys and girls, because at the start of the Burning Crusade, this was an undead, and these were bats.
Glory to the Sindorai. Keep your wits about you.
Alright, here we are, Knight Lord Blood Valor. Yeah, I'm quite aware its name is pronounced Blood Valor. I was being silly before.
Baladash Malanore.
Welcome, young initiate. That you have answered my summons so promptly bodes well for you. Let us dispense with the pleasantries then, as they are best left to courtiers in their ilk. Your rapid progress has caught my attention, Astrid Perth. We will see if you have taken your lessons to heart. You've learned much of combat and bloodshed, initiate, but there's much more to our order. Mastery of the light requires a focused mind and tremendous willpower, but these are a little better than a street thug. There's an island in the northeastern reaches of the Ghostlands, called the Isle of Tribulations, that we use to hone these skills. You'll find a brazier within the shallow cave there. Kneel before the brazier, light it, and focus on what you see before your eyes. Travel to the island Knight Lord Blood Valor described and find the cave. Light the brazier. When the first trial is over, return to Knight Lord Blood Valor in Silvermoon City.
Salama Ashalanore.
And to you as well. Alright, here we are on the Isle of Tribulations. There's a dead Blood Knight here. Oh, I don't know what that could possibly be about. I'll just light the brazier. Maybe we'll find out. Defend yourself, youngling. We'll see if there's a Blood Knight in you yet.
can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Well, we killed him. Guess it's back to Silvermoon City to turn the quest in. Didn't ever expect it to have to kill a Blood Knight to become one. You might say the Order is a little bloodthirsty. Alright, let's see what the end game is for this quest.
Anaria Shola.
I know what must be going through your mind. Yes, I sent Stillblade to kill you. Do not take offense, Astroperth. It was a necessary test. The Blood Knights are brotherhood, but we must ensure that our brothers are alert and prepared at all times. Was it necessary to take Stillblade's life to make that point to you? Yes, that is as much part of your training as any sword drill. Do not think me unduly harsh, Astroperth. Stillblade knew well what he was being sent to do. He understood and accepted his duty, and is an example for all aspiring Blood Knights. My words are no eulogy, Astroperth. Stillblade's service was to us is far from over, and you'll be an instrument of his resurrection. Your education in the use of light has focused on mere charms and parlor tricks thus far. The time has come for you to learn of the nature and breadth of our power. Seek out Magister Alice Astalor Bloodsworn.
Death to all who oppose us.
Alright. Now, you're supposed to go in here and go down the stairs and all kinds of stuff. I always just jump down. It is here, yes. By the way, that's Muru, a boss in the Sunwell raid.
The eternal sun guides us.
Welcome, young Paladin. The power of the Blood Knights is taken from a being of immense power. The Magister gestures to the large, captive being in the center of the room. Isn't it magnificent? It was a gift from our beloved Prince Kael'thas, and it is the foundation of the Blood Knight's mastery of the light. This creature begrudges us its power, so we have devised a method for claiming it on our own terms. Take this vessel, Astroperth. Invoking its magic will allow you to take this creature's power and claim it for yourself. With it, you will be able to restore your fallen comrade to life. There are those who would say what we are doing is wrong, but much of what has befallen us is also wrong. They have us throw away such a gift? They do not complain when our power is used to prevent the further destruction of Silvermoon. No, they object when they are safe from harm and indulging in their magic addictions. Use the shimmering vessel on Muru to fill it and return it to Night Lord Bloodvalor in Silvermoon City.
Shorelaran.
Filled shimmering vessel. Man, I'm so glad they had this. Because what it says to me is that they are totally willing to path out little things like that. Because it's a little thing like that that changes partway through as the lore unfolds in the expansion. That just makes a chef's kiss good. See, the idea is Kael, when he went to Outland, captured Muru when he captured Tempest Keep. And brought him here for the Blood Elves to feed upon, so that he could get more and more soldiers to Outland. Because at this point in the lore, Kael'thas is still the leader of all the Blood Elves, as far as we know.
Anu Belore de la Na.
You've spoken with Magister Astalor, Bloodsworn. Well done, Astroperth. The powers granted by the light have never come naturally to the Blood Knights. But we are not so weak-willed as to let nature dictate to us. Our mastery of the arcane has proved a path to help see us through these harsh times. Power no longer flows freely in these halls. It is there for the tenacious and the strong of will, few of the stomach or the aptitude to master it these days. But I know you will not disappoint the Order. While you were preparing the vessel, I sent a group of initiates to retrieve Sangrias Stillblade. You will find him on the top level of Silvermoon's Inn with an attendant. Make your way there with all haste, and unleash the vessel's magic to restore him to life. Time is of the essence, Astroperth. Once he has been dead for too long, not even the light can bring him back to us. Return to me once you've resurrected Stillblade. Take the filled, shimmering vessel to Silvermoon City's Inn and use its magic to resurrect Sangrias Stillblade. You will learn
Farewell.
redemption. And I mean, it fits in with other lore that we have, too, because even in vanilla, some of the quests for, like, undead priests talk about them mastering the light through power of will instead of through a natural connection to it. And since the Forsaken and the Blood Elves are so closely tied through the last true war chief, Sylvanas Windbreaker, it makes sense that they would, you know, find a similar path to the light when they could not naturally connect to it. Let's talk to this Blood Knight adept first.
Victory lies ahead.
This does not concern you. Be on your way
Death
forward.
to all who oppose us.
I think you're mistaken, young lady. This is Silvermoon? My head. Next time Blood Valor needs a volunteer, I'll point him in a different direction. I very much appreciate the don't get me wrong, Astroperth. I very much appreciate the resurrection, but I think this is the last time I'll perform this particular duty. Maybe a goblet or two of wine will help with this headache. Now, later on in the expansion, the way this whole thing plays out is much the same. The difference is that at some point, and I do believe it's once, like Magister's Terrace and the Sunwell, all that kind of stuff comes out, Kael'thas takes his takes the Blood Elves that are loyal to him in Outland, attacks Silvermoon City, and forcibly takes Muru back under the orders of Kil'jaeden. So the way that this plays out once that's happened is you do much the same, only you're drawing from the scraps of Muru that are left after Kael'thas has taken him back. And they're very dire in what they say. There's no real connection to the light. We're just holding on by sheer force of will to the light, and the power is left from Muru, who used to be here. So the fact that Muru is there at the start of the expansion makes me very happy.
Victory lies ahead.
Welcome back, Initiate. Now that you know the truth about the source of our power, you've demonstrated your skill in wielding it, will grant you the ability to resurrect the fallen in the field. Stay true to the Order and excel at your training. You will only continue to grow in power.
The reckoning is at hand.
And that, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, is how a Blood Elf learns to resurrect at the start of the expansion. We will continue making these. We'll probably do them on live servers after this, because, of course, we'll be able to start leveling Blood Elves starting this Tuesday when the pre-patch hits WoW Classic. And I'll do all of them. I'll do all of the Paladin class quests, and maybe we'll do a few other classes as well. Alright, take care, everybody. Peace. Kop out.